Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic. I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I rhyme. I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now are totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8C.
Say, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Yes, that is my song. Shout out to MC Class. Thank you so much for that. I am Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get her done. And today we are day 12 right here on the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter. This is the Black History Month celebration. I am, you are, we are Black history. Okay. So do me a favor. If you're tuning in from, where am I going to start? Facebook. Yes. If you're tuning in from Facebook, hit the share button, put down hashtag wake up winning, put down hashtag I am enough. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and put that like, give me a thumbs up somewhere, something, just drop something down here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for coming into the space. Thank you for showing up to show out. Thank you for knowing how valuable you are. Thank you for knowing that you are created for this time to go through whatever it is that you're going through and that you are enough. So I want to say thank you for joining me in today's talk. We are Black history. Now, before we get started, I want to give a couple of things that I need to do right quick. One thing I want to remind you that this Sunday on the I Am Enough talk show at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be hanging out with Chef Antonio L. Smith. He is going to be cooking it up, some amazing, yummy stuff for you. Also with cocktails to boot. We're going to be filming live. This is going to be our power networking event. If you are interested in coming, we are in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. But if you're interested, I just need you to go on over to IamEnough365.com. That's the website, IamEnough365.com, and you can get all the information and details. Now, we'll tell you that today, by the close of business, we will be closing out live people from coming into the space live. You will be able to watch through your electronic devices or whatever. But if you want to get in a room with us, if you want to really, really feel like what it feels to be around me and the people that I rock with, then you want to just come on over and join us in this space. Guess who's coming to dinner? Is it you? I hope so. But we're going to have a yummy good time. And as always, we're just going to show up to show out. Another thing that's going on is on March the 5th and 6th. The Unleashing the Power Conference is coming up. This is sponsored by World Women's Conference and Awards, which is a global network. However, we are the Atlanta chapter, and we're bringing you to this event. It's going to be packed with powerful speakers talking on everything from relationship, managing your communications, marketing, leadership, you name it, real estate. So if you want to be a part of that, then I need you to go follow the link and sign up, be a part of that. I'm also going to be doing a talk on how to get your PR for zero or little money, teaching you some hacks on how to do that. And on Saturday, we will be having this expo, and this expo will allow you, if you are a business owner or you're in the space of offering products or services, you'll be able to come in and talk about your business, showcase, and also we'll be able to shop with you. So this is going to be a virtual online shopping experience, networking. It's going to be very, very powerful, and I hope to see you there. So come on and register for that, and that's going to be March the 5th and the 6th. Lastly, I'm so excited because we just launched our book, Wake Up Winning No Matter What, because losing is not an option, volume 2. And if you didn't be a part of our pre-order, that's fine. But now is your opportunity to get a copy of that book. And in order to get a copy of that book from me, all you need to do is just go check out wanda.wakeupwinningbol2.com and get your copy of that book. Help us help other people win. This is a beautiful collaboration. 20 men and women have came together and show you how their walk of life has been, show you how their struggles, but most importantly, show you how they're winning and how they're providing tips of how you can win, how you can show up boldly to stand out in your purpose and just live a fabulous life, no matter what season it is. So that brings me to our talk today. Now, y'all family, right? Y'all family, right? So when February 1st came in, I said, you know what? I want to do something special for this month. I really, really, truly want to celebrate who I am and who my people are and what makes us so strong and what makes us so powerful. So I reached out, I've been reaching out to friends of mine and colleagues and co-workers and, just people I know in the community, people that I know doing some amazing things. Now, don't beat me up if you didn't get that call, but you could also call me. So the lines are still open. However, I've been in broadcast now for 10 years and I keep meeting some remarkable people. And this one king came to mind and I just could not, not make the phone call to him to see if he wanted to be a part of this. He is, in my opinion, he's the bomb.com. I love it when Black men, Black kings show up in a way that that they were there, that they stand up for their women, they support their families, they take care of the community. And so he's one of those kings that I put in that category. So I wanted to reach out to him and see if he was, willing to be a part of this celebration. We are Black. And I'm putting my air quotes up, right? We are Black, right? Because we are Black. And guess what? I'm Black on purpose. Hey, I'm Black on purpose with a purpose, and that is to serve. So we can't possibly know where we're going if we don't remind ourselves of where we've been and what we come through. And that's why I'm hoping to have these beautiful dialects with people where you can connect with them where they are now, but you also can know why they are doing what they're doing now, and that's because of the things that they went through or the things that they've been exposed to. So let me give us some shout outs, and then I'm going to introduce my guest and bring him right on so we can get this party started. Hey, Shemia, thank you for reaching out. Queen, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Yvette, for joining us today. Thank you for sharing, and for all of you that didn't put down any comments, thank you too for coming in this space. Now, when I tell you, I had this event, and it must have been maybe a year or so ago, and it was for relationships. And that's, I think that might have been the first time, or maybe not the first time, maybe the second time that I was in a room with him. But he and his wife came through, and she was like, she didn't want to have nothing to do with the camera, but he was our game, he was like, yeah, put me on, So and we were just talking about relationships, and what makes a strong relationship, the power of the relationship and all this other kind of stuff. And it was beautiful. People took over the studio. We just had a really, really great time. And I think at that moment we made this connection that, we're good people. Okay. And that's all, that's basically the bottom line of it. And when you meet good people, then you just want to stay connected to good people. So I'm talking about the one and only Beau Ward. Now, he grew up in Indian Spring, Georgia, which I have no idea what that is, but he said it's in the heart of Georgia. So we're going to talk to him about that. He resides now in Hampton, Georgia, and Beau spent most of his time promoting his book, travel, motivational speaking. He does book signings, and he's also a spoken word artist. He does a lot of performances. Beau has been invited to speak at several events, encouraging and inspiring others to believe in themselves with extreme confidence. And he's working on future endeavors that will display his poetic gifts to inspire others. Beau is also an experienced self-published author of 3 books. 2 of them are poetry books titled Beautiful Mind and Deep Thought. And the 3rd book, Beautiful Me, is a non-poetic book written by a poet to motivate and inspire others. He's also a personal fitness trainer. He owns his company called Beautiful Bodies. Now catch this, you guys. If y'all haven't realized that beautiful is a key word that Mr. Beau Ward often uses, and I love that. So also, he's here in the Atlanta area. He was awarded for Black Debonaires Awards, and most recently the ATL Hottest Spoken Word Artist and Poet award for his body of work within and out the poetry community. He is the host of 2 television shows titled Speak Your Piece and The Beautiful Soul Cafe and Razor Edge Conversation, and that's also based here in Atlanta, Georgia. So without further ado, I need y'all to put y'all hands together, put your hand together, give them 2 snaps, and because it's on and popping right now. Welcome to the stage.
Hey, what's going on, Wanda? Thank you so much for the invite, man. I'm over here cheesing like a little kid.
Cheesing. And you know what? I did not know when I put on my shirt today, I did not know that this shirt was going to be very relevant.
Yes, indeed.
To our journey.
Indeed.
So first of all, let me say congratulations on all of your awards, your books, your everything that you have accomplished. And what I want to do is I'm going to move myself out of the way and just let you tell some people maybe a little bit more about yourself that was not covered in the bio.
Gotcha. Everything was pretty much covered. I know you said you didn't know where Indian Springs is. It is a little country town inside of another little country town. You spoke about my wife. I'm married. I have 4 kids, 2 bonus, 2 biological. I'm the baby of my family. that's about it, Wanda. That's about. I'm just a country dude. I'm a simple guy with a complex personality, I guess. I'm a Pisces, so I'm unusual. I'm I'm unusual. I'm hard to predict, even for myself. So
Cause you
yeah, that's
swimming
pretty much it.
around. Cause you swimming
Right.
around. Cause when the current changes, it be like, woo, I'm going the other way.
Exactly.
Going the other way. But that's okay. I find that Pisces are very intuitive, very loving, real strong family connections. My grandfather was
Right.
a Pisces, and
Okay.
God rest his soul, he is one of my favorite men, of
Good.
all time.
Good.
So yeah,
Good.
so you're okay. You're in good company. We can rock out
Okay.
really, really, really good
Thank
here.
you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Yes. So we're here today because of Black History Month. And
Right.
I really wanted to shine the light on first of all, we're Black, 365. We know that. But this month, I really think that it's always underplayed with how we celebrate it. And for us to go from having a week, because that's how it started off, with a week
Right.
that was designated, to now we have this whole month. So I just wanted to do the I Am Enough talk show's part in servicing and serving our community, and then educating others that have no clue to why we're so dynamic, why we're so beautiful.
Right.
I'm using your
Right.
word because I know you like that word, beautiful.
Right.
So I want to know what is your meaning of Black history? What does Black history mean to you?
Man. That's a really, really good question. I had one of my younger cousins. She's a photographer, videographer, saxophonist, and she messaged me the other day. She said, "Cuz, I want you to do a piece, on this documentary I'm doing for Black History." So I said, okay, let me see what I got in the archives. It's so crazy. I looked at all of my poems. I had not one poem with Black history. So I had to go in, and she made me dig deep and go into it. And as I started to write that piece, of course, I didn't put as many people in there as, that have influenced the world that are Black. And as I think about the word Black history, and so many times I've seen the word history and people break it up and say it's his story. So now I'm about to work on another piece called Mystery, my story, because it's a mystery of what Black history is to a lot of people. But what it is to me, it's everything to me. It's I'm Black history. Wanda D is Black history. So Black history to me is my life. Some people will say, well, what's so important about Black history? There's so many things that we don't know. And I think a lot of times when people really don't know the significance of Blacks in history, they don't understand just how important Black history is to everybody, not just Black people, but people in general, because there's a lot of things that have been invented by Blacks that would have never, well, I'm not going to say never, but it would have taken them longer to be put in existence. So Black history to me is everything. Is life. It's every day waking up, what I see, who I see. That's it. Black history is everything to me now. And I understand it more the older I get, the more research I do, I understand it even more.
Wow, I love that. Black history is everything. Wow, that's very, I had posted this morning about the gentleman that invented the potato chip. So I said, for
Hmm.
all you potato chip lovers, like, you have to thank this king right here. He invented the potato chips. And we all love a good potato chip every now and then.
Right.
So you're so right, because and that's one reason why Black History Week was created, was to make
Hmm.
sure that they highlighted the people, like to and this was directly to do with schooling, So but now it's celebrated in not just America, it's celebrated in different countries. And I had it pulled up a minute ago, but also another part of the world they celebrated, I think it's in October or sometime like that time of year. But on the I Am Enough talk show and inside of my own brand, Wake Up Winning, we have the saying that, like we help people win. So I guess my question would be to you with how are you helping people win in today's day and age?
My first thing would be my personal training. And a lot of people don't know just how many people wanted it. Like, I love it when I see your post and you're like, okay, you need to be winning today. A lot of people don't have that confidence. You can see a person walk up and down the streets and you think, okay, that person has a whole lot of confidence. But when you get that person behind closed doors, especially as a personal trainer, because you get a chance to really see this person's willpower, you get a chance to see just how strong they are mentally, not the physical part, but the mental part, and to help them get through that, help them get over these, what they feel are mountains that are really molehills, to me, is so important. It's not even about the money. When I see a person who was weighing 260 pounds and they say, well, my goal in 6 months to be down to 230. I say, that's minimal. Let's go bigger than that. Let's go with 200. So you reach as far as you can. So if you can get your fingertips on it, then sooner or later you can close your hand and grasp that thing. So for me, just to get people over that hump is beautiful to me. That's one of the things I think I do. And then like yourself, like I'll post something and you'll share it. And I'm like, wow, thanks, Wanda. You say, hey, it's what we do. The same thing on my end. I see your stuff. I am going to do everything I can to send it to as many people, because you and I don't have all the same friends. So there may be somebody that needs to see I Am Enough on today that you're not friends with. So in order for me to help not just you win, but other people, I've got to pass that on. I have to be confident enough in myself to say, Beau Ward can't touch everybody. Wanda D can touch some people in a way that Beau Ward can't touch him, because Wanda D can touch me in a way that other people can't touch me. So it's the same thing. So I think sharing and giving as much of you as you possibly can, or as much of me as I possibly can, I think that's another way that I try to help people in winning.
I love that. And it's so true. We just talk about community, in the community. To me, the community is what you make it. And it should be always be a part of who you connected with, whether you see them every day or whether you just see them in social media, because we'll run into each other like out in the street, in certain circles, we might run into each other, at a poetry event or something like that.
Yeah.
But then because of technology, we have such a wider span to reach people, and you never know when somebody is touching you, or you never know how far your influence goes. So I really, really love that about what we always do, because every time I see what you're doing, if I see it, then it's absolutely going out. But I make an effort of doing that, and that's because I know that you're doing something positive. I know that you are definitely a person of purpose, and you're definitely always in the trenches, whether you're doing a live event, or you're talking about something in the area of fitness. You're always very, very intentional about that. So I really love that. And you mentioned our influence. So I just want to ask you, what has been your most memorable influence as it relates to Black history, whether it's a person or a place?
Oh man, my influence, Wanda D, you will never hear about him on anybody's television. You will never pick up a history book, read about it. You probably never hear anybody in the streets talk about unless you come to our hometown.
Okay.
But I think the biggest influence on my life has been my dad. My dad taught me how to be a man. He taught me how to be a father. He taught me how to pray. He taught me how to be spiritual. He taught me things in life that at the time I didn't understand it. But everything he taught me then, I understand it now. Even when it comes to the point, like with you inviting me to your show, and my dad would always tell me, no one owes you anything. So when someone gives you something, when someone chose to honor you, make sure you let that person know just how grateful you are to be a part of what it is, whatever it is they have going on. And if somebody invites you somewhere, the only way you cannot make it is if you have something already planned. But if you tell that person you're going to make it, you need to make sure by all means that you make it, because what you say to a person, how you treat people, is how people will remember you, how people will respond to you, and how people will say, that dude, that guy right there, is a really, really honorable person. So I think my biggest influence was my dad. He was that guy. For me, he was Superman, Wanda. Even when he passed away, I was 38, 37, 38. Up until that very day, my dad was still even though I knew that my dad couldn't beat up every man in the world, he wasn't the strongest man in the world no more, he was still that guy to me. He was my biggest influence in life.
I like that because we must almost have similar parent because one thing about it is, you know, those kind of like those old school lessons about like, you know, honor your word, do what you say you're going to do, you know, those things go a long way. And you know, it's like the integrity. And I lost Beau, but he'll be back. It's like those in having that integrity, you know, guys, kings and queens, like that means a lot. It means a lot to always honor your commitments, because then people can call on you. Because I know, me being in the space of broadcast, if I invite somebody, or if somebody say, hey, I'm coming, and they don't show, I don't fuss. But guess what? I quickly draw a line through your name. And I could just be honest, because that's what I do. You know, be like, it's too many people in the world for me to be fighting, trying to get somebody, you know, into the hot seat or into the love seat. I just like, you know what? And I've only had, in all the years that I've been in broadcasting, I only had that happen once. Out of all the years that I've been in broadcasting, only one time did I get a renege, and it was they came, but then they didn't come. You know, it's kind of like you come in, but you're not really there. So it's like, you know, they just not came, but they never got an invite back, and I don't really care if they're watching or not, because I just don't play games. You know, I'm just, I'm too old. I'm an old lady, you know, so I don't have time to play games with children. You know, I have grandchildren that I like to play games with, not adults. And it comes down to my blackness, just of who I am, is this pride. It's this sense of honor. It's this sense of, we don't have to fall into the traps of CP time. I don't believe in CP time. I believe in, if we say we're going live at 12, we're coming live at 12. We're not coming live at 12:25 or whenever you feel like it, or, you know, like, don't be afraid to make commitments. And I think back in the day, our parents and grandparents and stuff, they taught us how to make commitments and how to honor the commitment. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree. Strongly agree. My dad was like, and this is before I even went into the military and worked for the Department of Corrections and did special ops with him. My dad always felt like the only way you can be on time is that if you're early. Because if you on time, you're late. He never said it that way. And I learned that after I went to the military and worked for the Department of Corrections in their special ops. They would always be like, okay, this is the time training starts. If you get there on time, you will never forget the fact that you came at 12 o'clock instead of coming earlier. If they say we need to be inside that prison at 12, but we're meeting at 11:45. If you come at 11:45, you're in trouble. So you need to be there at least by 11:30 because they might have some information to pass out that they need, and it may be last minute, and they still have to prepare. But yeah, I completely agree with you. I think people have taken some things that we do, and it has become a part of what we think we really are. Like you said, that coming on your own time. Why? And Wanda, that's so crazy you would say that, because like when I do my live events and I invite people, and my show starts at 8, and I'm saying, try, if you can, get there by 7:45 so I know what's going on. And people stroll in at 8:20, 8:30, and these are people that's going to perform. And what I try to get them to understand, I think a lot of people think because I'm the new guy on the spoken word scene that I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I try to get people to understand when you do this, it's almost like you're promoting yourself, you're marketing yourself. So when people see you lagging in, somebody else that may want you because they hear what you say, they don't want you because of how you brought yourself to that event.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everything has to be thought about on a business level. And that's what my dad was. It was all about business. If he was out in the yard working and he had to go up to the bank, my dad took a shower and put on pressed clothes. He would not wear those dirty clothes. He told me, when you go handle business with people, you look like somebody. Don't look like anything. You look like somebody. You on time and you look like somebody. So I completely agree with you on that. It's we got to do. So many of us have to do better. We got to do better.
I love that because our and that's why it's so important just hearing you talk, give reverence to your father. Black men, and I love black men. Black men get this label slapped on them, lazy and don't care and all this other kind of stuff, and it's so far from the truth. These are just the falsehoods that are put out. But when you really dig deep in our history, our black men they're great fathers. They love, they support, they care. And especially when they're raised in that environment to participate and appreciate, their black women. I always tell the story when I launched my first book, I Am Enough. And I went home. My home is Detroit. And a friend of mine, my friend has this club. And I called him, and he was like, yeah, come here. So I did my whole release party at his club. And he cleared, and it's cold in Detroit, it's cold. And I went in the wintertime. So he made a spot for me. He said, when you come, I got a spot reserved for you. Cones out, so you just call me when you come off the exit, call me and I'll meet you outside. And so he moved the thing, he parked my car, he see me in. But not only did he see me in, I had about 30-40 people come to participate in this event with me, right, Beau? So not only did he do that, every single female that came, he went outside and showed them in. His brothers, him and his brothers, they went outside, they let them in. When one female said, I'm ready to go, he walked them to their car. He stayed with them while their car warmed up and he saw them pull off. Right. And that's the attitude that the people that I know, they have that. The men that I know in my life, they have that sense of pride in taking care and serving women. So I'm sure that, that you learned those lessons from your father.
Yes.
Yeah, in the community. Yeah. Yep. So I just appreciate that. Tell the people, this has been such a great conversation. I want to have some more conversations with you about this because this is one thing. As I'm going through these days, every day, like going through these days of Black History Month celebration, I'm learning how to, my wheels in my head are turning like, okay, what I want to talk about next. So I can really see how we need to make it be known that our village is valuable. And if that son or cousin or brother or whatever don't have those role models that they need, we can provide those. So I really think that we have to have more conversations that can possibly touch that fatherless child, you know,
Right.
and lift them
Right.
up, you know, and then they can know, like, you know what, I don't have to be that statistic, you know, because I'm Black.
Right.
I can be the
Indeed.
king that I'm created to be, you know.
Right.
So I really appreciate you for that. But let people know how to connect with you, you know, beyond today, and what do you have coming up?
You can connect with me on Facebook at Beau Ward, BEUWAE, on Instagram at Beau Belvy. That's BEAUBELLVIE07. What I have coming up, actually, I have one of my television shows we'll be recording um, this Saturday in Marietta at the Man Cave Barbershop, and that's called Razor Edge Conversation. I know most people say that's not said right. It's razors, but I didn't want to use razor. I just want to use Razor Edge Conversation, where I visit different Black-owned barbershops, hair salons, and I just throw up a topic that Black people deal with on a regular basis, just to get the mindset of Black men and women. Like, even when I'm waiting to get to a Black hair salon so I can ask the women, what is it you really want from a man? Because I have a lot of dudes that follow me, and I want women to tell men what they really want and not what men think women want, because that helps us out a whole lot if we know what you want. Because I want to know what you want, so I'll know how to treat my wife every day of the week. You know, and I actually have another show next Saturday at Sadiq's Bistro on Campbellton Road, and that's another television show that's going to be recorded. That'll be the first episode. It's called "Speak Your Piece" at the Beautiful Soul Cafe. The show starts at 6 o'clock. It'll be live poetry, live neo soul. Comedians will be there, and I think that, well, I got a clothing, I got apparel now with "Speak
Okay.
Your Piece" on it. Wanda D. I got hoodies, t-shirts, both long sleeve, short sleeve, baseball style. Working on some tights coming out now, backpacks, wine glasses. I'm trying to dip into everything. One, I'm
Get
trying to get
it,
on Wanda D's level.
get
I'm trying to
it.
win. I'm trying to win. Wanda D.
It sounds like you're winning, King. It sounds like you're winning. I love it. So, so guys, make sure that you connect with him. And if you're in the Atlanta area, come out and just spend some time in his presence. You won't be disappointed at all. You know, you'll really, really have a great time. And we're getting so many great comments in the chat here. So thank you guys for your comments. Thank you for your support. And King, I just want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule today. And I just want you to know how much I truly, truly, truly appreciate you.
Well, the thanks is all mine, Wanda. Phenomenal. And the first time we met was on your show, and it was about relationships, and I think we've connected since then. And I've enjoyed every minute of knowing you. You are a beautiful person, beautiful Black lady, inside and out. Um, yeah, it's been a joy, and I thank you. I thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for inviting me. Because like I said, I was kind of I was almost in my feelings. I'm a Pisces. It don't take much for me to get in my feelings, right? So I was about this much into my feelings when I ain't see my name, or I'm like, wait a minute, I should gonna not invite your boy. No, I'm just playing. But I was kind of in my feelings now. But if you didn't invite me, I'd have been okay. I'd have been
I
okay.
got you. Don't worry. And anytime you want to be invited, all you got to do is, you know, hit a sister up
I
and let
got
me
you.
know. You see something, you want to be a part of it, you be like, hey, put me in the game, you know. So we
I
can do
got
it
you.
like that. So thank you so much, King. Thank you so much. I'm gonna move you to the back for a moment. Guys, I just want to say thank you all for participating and being a part of this time today. You know, I don't take this time lightly. I don't take your time for granted, but I do want you to know that I respect who you are and I appreciate you taking out time of your day. Please share this information. If anything resonated with you, if this was great value for you, I just want you to drop a 1 down in the comment right now. Just drop a 1 down if this was great value, and feel free to share it out and to watch it later. Take some notes, connect with us. And if you want to be involved in the I Am Enough talk show in any way, all you have to do is send me an email, talkshow at gmail.com. I have to keep my name straight. I Am Enough talkshow at gmail.com. And just a reminder again that we have our event coming up on the 14th, which is this Sunday, our Love Days presentation, Who's Coming to Dinner celebration, and tickets will go off sale tonight. So if you want to be a part of that, please check out IamEnough365.com to reserve your spot. Okay. So I love you guys, and there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. And I want you to continue to have a great and marvelous day. Expect nothing but the best, okay? Because you deserve it. Peace, and bye for now. Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.